Slardar, yeah.
Right.
Great response. But I'm just having a talk show. You don't even have to talk.
I'm just gonna lean back. I'm just gonna punch in at the end of the day. That's gonna be money for me. Just make Lacoste do the work. He's doing the play-by-play as well, by the way. So,
I mean, this is the thing that I like the most in Dota. Just the strategic side of how different teams are approaching picks and bans.
You were a Yu-Gi-Oh kid growing up, weren't you?
Yeah, Pokemon into Yu-Gi-Oh. And,
I just collected the Pokemon. I never played them. That's next level. You've outdone.
Why am I even casting with you, man? Pokemon.
I played
life.
I collected and played Digimon as well. All right, so
not Digimon.
Watch the anime.
I did watch. Not the greatest.
Did you ever we used to mention the Silencer Park, right? These heroes that Whisper plays. Do you ever feel like he wanted to be the 2 or the 4 rather, and both roles were taken? So they're like, all right, you just be the 3 and you do what you do, Whisper. You reinvent the off lane.
Yeah, I think Puck is a great choice. It's a vehicle for lifestealer. Yeah. So they decided to go for Sanking, the low cooldowns time about something that can blink in, start a fight, follow it up with the lifestealer global silence. Pretty easy setup.
Yeah,
I was expecting maybe something different from J.Storm. Something that builds into early like Lotus Orb, maybe even Guardian Greaves, so you can counter this global silence, something like a Tide Hunter, and then you reinitiate. You don't necessarily even have to have the Guardian Greaves, just be in front, get the Kraken off.
I mean, it's a reasonable shout. They could still go for something like that because they banned out the Timber in the second phase. They're definitely looking for maybe another strength-based hero on the side of J.Storm, I want to say.
Yeah. But Slardar matches really nice against the Lifestealer. Even in the lane, the bashes, bash level 1 is insane amount of damage. And they ban out the Storm Spirit because they understand how Beast Coast wants to play. Go in, follow it up with the global. I just want to see who's going to get the farm priority in this lane. Is it going to be Silencer? Is it going to be Sanking? Looks like it's going to be Sanking, position 5 Silencer, Rubik 4.
It's interesting you mentioned the Slardar Lifestealer. I used to love that matchup. Like, you remember the old Slardar passive where it was just full RNG? Just used to max out that passive and just hope that you bash him. Now it's even easier. You know when you're going to club him around the face and it's going to proc. And, I mean, Lifestealer as a hero, I feel like Lifestealer doesn't really exist in his lane until he at least has phase boots. That's the only time when he can start maybe killing people.
Yeah. It could also be Queen of Pain for Beast Coast. She doesn't have that many bad matchups. Pagna banned out. When I see Pagna banned, first hero that comes to my mind is either Necro or OD.
How about Zeus? Does Zeus rate quite highly as well? I feel like it's good, but you don't mind, right? Because you can kill them easily, and the Decrepify isn't defensive.
It's great against CK and the Illusions. Also, the only one who can close the gap is kind of Slardar. But all right, that's something else.
Yeah, that's completely different. I mean, I guess he's concerned about the focus fire to finish him off in the mid. Possibly. Interesting prioritization on the ban on Pugna, though. I guess their concern right now is they're looking again. Okay, J.Storm, these lanes aren't bad. They may actually aggress us. But what J.Storm is clearly lacking right now is any tower push. So you take out the Pugna, which is maybe the easiest one for them to slot into the lineup. But there's still other options. They could look at something like a DK if they want to. Matches up fairly well against the Wind Ranger as well.
Well, the good thing about Wind Ranger is both of these heroes, Slardar, CK, they don't build into MK. And Wyvern, Keeper of the Light, can't really hold her down. So far looking like a good Wind Ranger game. I'm wondering what the response from J.Storm is going to be. I don't know. I just like Queen of Pain in general as a hero. And I don't think it necessarily would be a bad hero. You need something that can build into either Yule Scepter or a faster BK to get rid of the global silence. And right now they don't have any real physical damage output. And you don't care that much about Lifestealer, to be honest.
And you don't want to go for something like Alina. That lane can be 50-50 between the Wind and Alina, but the problem is you're up against a Rubik. That's a perfect steal for him. A Lifestealer as well, and the Global Silence. Not to mention Yules would just set up for Sanking. So instead they go for the Zeus.
Choose your hero.
Yeah, this is the second Zeus that we've seen today.
Yes.
Being picked, at least in our series that we're casting.
Second one against Beast Coast as well.
Yeah, and he got banned in one of those games. Zeus is not a hero that is a bad laner anymore. Base damage got buffed.
Yeah, he trades pretty effectively. Like, Wind Ranger can push the lane, but due to the nature of the power shot, you're just predictable, right? If you want to maximize damage on the Zeus, he's going to see you sidestep the lane to try and do so. So it's not an easy pick off for you. And I actually like that they've done this. Like, as mentioned on the Lena, because the reason I was bringing that up is it felt like the cookie cutter pick, right? Like, has a way of defending itself, can easily set up pick-offs on its own. Whereas you pick the Zeus, and you're like, okay, the outer lanes can feed me, and I'll take over the game. See if it actually pays off. I mean, there's nothing necessarily weak about what Beast Coast has done with their lineup. Decent amount of CC, a good solid farmer for Hector, which is always one of the core principles of Beast Coast drafts. Sometimes they're a detriment.
The only thing that concerns me is that they're a bit squishy, and this is where the Zeus factor will kick in.
Yes. There's free targets you can easily just obliterate as a Zeus. So if you get a good start, like Veil, a decent timing, they just die.
So they picked the Wind Ranger and they decided to swap it. Like, it's gonna be Rubik mid, Chris Luck will be playing it. Stinger on Silencer. Let me just take a quick look because they swapped a lot.
Scarfield's on the 4. Yeah, it is going to be Chris Luck. And
yeah. Position 4, Wind Ranger, 5, Silencer. Sanking will be the off lane, as we call it, even though he's going to be playing the safe lane.
It's the top secret off lane for people who want to get easy farm. And it makes sense. It's a decent matchup, better matchup against the Slardar compared to the Chaos Knight. Like, Slardar, yeah, they're both melee heroes, but the difference is that Chaos Knight can actually sustain himself. Slardar not so lucky. But yeah, I like that they've done that switch, because it just feels like this way, at 6, as the Rubik, you have kill potential on the Zeus, right? If you pick a Wind Ranger, I don't know if you actually kill Zeus at 6. I feel like you just die to him.
Depends on the rotation. If you get a lift, but who's gonna rotate? Wind Ranger can rotate and grab a kill. Depends. You're gonna get harassed a lot by Zeus.
Yeah, and you can reduce his right click at least. See, that's the trick here, okay? Because Chris Luck, he did die to right click Zeus earlier. He wanted something that can ensure that doesn't happen again. He'll still die, but it'll be the magical damage, which makes all the difference for his morale. And in fairness, once you reach 6, you got maybe a point or 2 in Arcane Supremacy, so you can start trading with the Zeus more effectively with the Lightning Bolt stolen.
And if you look at the heroes, none of these two teams have a good sieging potential, no tower damage, so we might be in here for a really long time.
Wait, that's... In fairness, that can go one or two ways, right? Like, if there's a lot of murdering in the early game, then maybe it won't take too long because everyone gets 6 slotted quickly.
Still very limited. Zeus, Wyvern, Keeper of the Light, they literally deal 0 damage to towers.
True. We're getting a traditional Chaos Knight game. He builds heart and then breaks your high ground. But he has to get there first, and that could be a while. They've switched up the lanes as well, as Moo has ran for the top. Brax will go down to the bot. And Fear is the true winner in the meantime. All in all, though, Rubik getting a CS to begin with. And it is a lot easier for the Rubik, though, right? With the Fade Bolt just to reduce 9's damage. Already see the ferocious clicks of Zeus coming out. Oh, Chris Luck is actually taking a crap ton of damage here. He could die to 9 right now. There it is, very far.
If he used the bolt on Chris Luck instead of using it on the range crypt, that could have been a first blood. And now he wasted all of his mana, didn't get a kill, will be full HP, so right now Chris Luck has an upper hand.
That's okay. Mangoes are on the way. 9 says I can recover this. With the power of Mangoes, Zeus will be a hero. Meanwhile, life's still looking great in the bot lane. Hector getting a better start than some of his games today. 7-2 on the board already. And for Brax, he leveled Slivering Crush level 1, so he can't even try and threaten. After all, they are running a tri-lane against him.
Yeah. I mean, there's no point in getting Bash of the Deep level 1, since he can't get close. He's playing against, like, Wind Ranger, Silencer. Lifestealer is there, but it's really tough.
Yeah, he's not the kill opportunity. And in fairness, your laning partner's a Cole. Not really a hero renowned for killing. It's more like the new Warlock effect, right? Like, I'll help you secure your CS. That's what I do. And I'll make sure you don't really feel the damage on the lane.
The thing is, you can't leave CK in 1v1 against the Sand King, because he will just get the levels, use the Sandstorm, has this Sentry Ward already, and whatever you bring, he's gonna devord it. Oh, the Region Rune bottom. If Zeus can get that would be huge for his laning stage.
Fear spotted it as well. So he'll guard against this. And with the Blinding Light, he can push Chris Luck away, who realizes there's no chance he gets it. As both teams did have vision on that regen. I like this more out-of-place ward that came out from Beast Coast. They were doing this earlier today. They're doing it again. Where they're up against these Zeuses and they realize they can't play the predictable wards.
Sadly, Brax is still level 1. If he was level 2, Stinger would be dead.
Just looking, ferociously pinging, going, where the hell is my XP? Well, you kind of got to stop them denying.
That's the first blood. Yeah, Moo gets the first blood, buys boots and gloves. I know Moo is a greedy player and loves to shift towards Hand of Midas. Wouldn't be surprised if he does so in this game.
And this could easily repeat because they went and actually picked up Dust. The power of Moo and Moose together can easily just bring him down. Like, they don't care about the Century Warfare anymore. If you don't like the story that Sand King's writing, change the book. Meanwhile, on the bot lane, oh, it's going to be a trade. Stinger does actually get the kill into Fear first, though, so he's a smarter cookie. Now Brax chasing onto Schofield, but there's the shackle shot. Should give him enough space to move away. Brax is still chasing, though. One more hit would do it. Schofield can't get around the tree line in time. Brax will walk away chuckling.
And meanwhile, on the mid lane, 9 gets the solo kill on Chris Luck. He's level 5.5. Rune spawn bottom. Both of the teams have vision of it, but Stinger will pick it up.
This has definitely not been Chris Luck's day so far. Getting, I think it would be fair to say, trampled on by GPK in the first series in the laning phase. Now 9, he's looking to give, well, poor memories to Chris Luck.
He lost the lane 3 times against GPK in the previous series. Top lane once again. That's going to be another stun, another death.
I mean, I just love how he's just screwed over by the Dust constantly. Meanwhile, on the bot lane, there is going to be a kill the other offlaner, but the difference is one lane takes 3 heroes to do, the other takes 2. Which usually is a good thing, but the problem is that means your 2 lane is hemorrhaging as much as the 1 lane. The only difference is the Sand King is getting a lot more XP. A little bit worrisome for them. Runes in the top will be picked up by Moose. He has got more Dust on the way out, so they intend to kill Whisper once more soon.
Zeus is level 6, so they have the global presence. If someone is low, now they will make a rotation of Stinger.
But Stinger is low.
Down.
Could be an easy
Zeus
kill.
just wants the last hit. Alright, Zeus.
No, they say, Brax, you need this. Take it, buddy. Shackle shot doesn't connect. They have got the open wounds, though. They'll throw it out. Brax can stun them, needs to do so, but might still fall regardless. A stout shield proc for you. God's Wrath, just to scout out what the hell's going on, because it's definitely not to kill anyone. And the pigs come out about Sand King. Moose, you can actually see the brilliant communication there. Like, they had the deep ward, and Moose was looking for him. He goes, where's the Sand King right now? 9 isn't as greedy as most Zeus's we've seen.
Dust is ready.
Hello, Whisper. He doesn't even need it. Sandstorm was already used to farm up, and the greedy Whisper should fall. Has the Burrow Strike to get in the tree line, though. It's tree chopping time. Let's go hunting.
Oh, he knows.
There it is.
He knows. Yeah, so I love the build of CK. Already talked about him being a bit greedy, but doesn't go for, alright, hype it up.
Yep, you can't talk right now, Lacoste. 9 is dying. He's losing in.
Hype gone. So he decides to go for power treads and then shift towards Hand of Midas. So he has the attack speed, some extra damage, move speed, so he can chase down this Sand King.
They're
still
gonna
going
die.
for him.
Yep, Phantasm. Jump in, drags him in. The 2-second stun, Burrow Strike through, but he's slowed down and seen at all times. And with the burn coming out from Moose, it's even easier. Moose might give his life afterwards, though, as Wind Ranger's rotating. He will go for the TP. Power shot off the mark. Schofield can't stop it.
Also, they dealt a lot of damage to this tower. Brought it down to 300 HP. Sanking is not having an easy time.
I think that's an
17
understatement.
CS.
I think that's a slight understatement. Let's be honest here. He is getting completely and utterly destroyed in this lane so far. 0-4-0. And, I mean, they try and kill Mu, but wrong timing to reveal that you've brought both supports top. And correct me if I'm wrong, is this not a recovery point for Brax to finally start laning?
Yes, it is. Let's go, Brax. Zeus ult is already up again, so they should start playing more aggressive once again. But the thing is, Rubik also has stolen Thunder Gods.
Hector is committed here. Got the one, he's going to try and run away. They can't push him back anymore. Thunder God's Wrath won't change that.
I know 9 didn't get straight A's in math. Chris Luck left
this is
more
scouting.
than 100 HP. Yeah.
It's all scouting, Thunder God's Wraths. Move. Drags back. Doesn't go for the stun on Schofield, though. He doesn't know where the rest of the side of Beast Coast are. He's going to find out in a second if he hangs around here, though. But he has his Bracer. Is his Bracer good enough? Maybe not, because Chris Luck stole the Thunder God's Wrath. Lift. Trying to bring back into a mess. Throws out the stun. Make sure Chris Luck can't kill him, but that just runs straight towards the tree. Those are actually the friend of Schofield. The life still won't be enough to save his life. Stinger looking like a smart cookie with 8 in already.
Yeah, but meanwhile, 9 finds CK, finds his stacks. Oh, why doesn't he finish off these stacks? They have the vision of it.
I don't know. It maybe feels bad for the SK. He's like, all right, I'm going to leave him something. This guy's had a bad game. 0-5-0 now.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Got to keep it interesting, he says.
This is the ward area that Beast Coast like to put. So they see all the 3 lanes rotation coming out from Shrine TPs. And you're playing against Zeus, so these wards are not going to get deported that easily. Maybe
the one behind the tower, possibly.
Yeah.
But still not that likely because unless you're diving him, he's not going to be lightning bolting there. Yeah, all in all, playing around the Zeus very effectively on the side of Beast Coast. After all, they are warmed up from the previous series. They know how this hero works inside out. The Chaos Knight is the surprise factor for them so far, and he is proving it so. Second on the CS chart. Almost above the Lifestealer in gold, though, because of these kills. Sanking is still going to go for a Veil despite this rough start. I mean, it's a good item pickup, right? But the question is whether he can get it quick enough to have the impact he's looking for. Thunder God's Wrath. They do find a kill on the Wind Ranger, who was, for some reason, feeling like she could lane against the level 9 Zeus. This is like one of those few lanes, right, in the mid, where you're like, okay, someone has to sit here and get XP. But I don't want to sit here and get XP.
So, 10-minute bounties. Right now, Beast Coast got 4 observer wards on the map.
They might have 1 less hero on the map, though. Sting has been seen. 9 is here. Chakram gives him the mana. And with the haste rune, it should be an easy kill onto the pos 5. Nice team by
mana. Reducing cooldown and lightning bolt, you can basically use it twice in a row. And that's BOTs for Zeus.
SAS tactics right there. Double tap to the head with the lightning bolt. Make sure they all die. And now with this travel you mentioned, he can just start rotating around the map. He can milk the Sand King for more kills if he wants, but also if they get a stun, a good timer, they could easily even kill the Lifestealer. You can actually already see he maxes out Static Field second because it's so damn effective, especially against these strength heroes. I love that change.
He's forcing Chris Luck out of the lane. TPs with BOTs. He's gonna have another TP ready if it's needed. So it's kind of a double global presence where you can use your ulti and be anywhere on the map with BOTs. Also, you have the XP talent, so you're gonna be higher level than anyone else on the map. There's some XD or DX in the chat from Hector.
He reads right to left. It's XD. They didn't actually hit the stun on the K1, but they came for a kill. They want to leave with something. They might just leave with a pot belly in their hands. Not able to get anything as Chris Luck does come down as well. However, 9? Yeah, you'll think twice. Turns out Rubik with level 3 Arcane Supremacy Lightning Bolt hurts a lot.
Yeah, it's almost 500 damage. What? If you alt-click it, you can see the damage.
Oh, look at that. Being informed. So, nice little kill on the Moose. Chris Luck's rotation pays off. Zeus is not so lucky. And there is a concern that once Sand King has that Veil, which he could build if he wants to now, everyone just dies. The Rubik. Who just stole... Yeah, he actually did get... Did he get Ignis? Yeah, he did. That felt like a little bit of an error from Fear, but then again, he doesn't have a single point to illuminate, so he couldn't even try and quickly press another button. Uh-oh. I don't know about you, Lacoste, but I sense a kill coming on, and I think Brax may be the target.
Well, Brax still needs to recover.
No. Right now he's sitting in intensive care, and someone's just came in, poured petrol on him, and set him on fire. That's the intent.
Yeah, but if you compare CS of Sand King and Brax, like Sand King has 100 CS, and he's sitting at 050, the same amount of farm as Zeus. Well, jungle is the place to be, apparently.
Yep, Schofield found that out the hard way, and now knows he escaped. Shackle Shot's won, but look at this, J.Storm. They have a little reunion in the enemy's jungle. And now Stinger's going to be chased onto as well. Brax with a level 1 Guardian Sprint might be able to get close enough, but he was just out of range. That's a depressing feeling. When level 1 Guardian Sprint, it makes you slower than a Silencer with level 3 Arcane Curse.
Yeah, right now, Brax is the lowest hero in the game, besides Silencer. But they bought the tomes for themselves.
So they're cheating then. 9. Hit up by that Blink reveal you just mentioned, and 9 won't be able to take anyone to the grave with him. And in fact, gives Chris Luck exactly what he wanted once more. Lightning Bolt. 500 damage plus 450 damage equals a lot of dead heroes quickly. Like maybe Brax, but they couldn't control him. They're out of range, and the lift is still on cooldown. Fire Strike again, that'll be enough though. There's the Lightning Bolt. And this is slowly turning into Rubik's game.
Well, this Blink reveal from Sand King just got them 2 big kills.
You're definitely happy with that. And I think the other thing to maybe look at here next is we're seeing this back and forth trade between the mids. I think the question on our minds is, when do the carries join in? It definitely feels like the type of game where Chaos Knight might get involved sooner than a Life Stealer.
No, you know when Hector's gonna join in.
26 slot?
Nah, he just needs his Radiance, then he's good to go.
I thought the rules is when he's 6 slot, which is something Schofield's not going to ever be if he dies like that all the time. He's a little pick-off. I kind of find it amusing the way J.Storm is just identifying that the CK can be involved a lot earlier, and as a result, are more or less just trying to run at Beast Coast constantly.
Yeah. He had much easier lane and comes online fast. Because he was paired up with Wyvern, playing against the solo. Sand King on the top lane, they brought Dust, got a couple of kills on him. But still, this Sand King managed to recover.
To be honest, do we question anything Whisper does after last game? I don't think so. I think we just say he does it all well, and then you thumbs up him and assume whatever play is making it make sense. He was doing it for the comeback gold, right? He was getting ready to kill them later and get loads of XP. The grander strategy we just simply couldn't understand. That's always the way, right? Dota is a complicated game. It's not that what someone's doing is wrong, it's just you don't understand it.
Exactly. Most of the time it's like that.
Radiant are scanning.
And if it doesn't work, that's your fault, because you didn't adapt to the strategy. Beast Coast did. That is why Whisper is on the prowl with the blink. Yeah, she has the epicenter ready. Problem is 9 is bot. Like, that's the prime target you're looking for before he gets that Veil completed.
He's also level 12, so this ult is gonna hurt. 350 global damage, especially if he's close. So Static Field will deal more damage. Rubik has Blink Dagger, but he scouts them out.
Yep, that'll be an immediate abort. The TP's come in, Schofield will win run away, but the pings are there. Chris Luck's playing under his own vision, but they know about it. He'll blink away, look for the escape. Global Silence had to be used because they knew exactly where he was. And I don't think they spotted out that ward being placed either. But they will de-ward Beast Coast.
And they smoke instantly. They want to take a fight. Global is down. So they don't have to worry about their combo being broken. And Zeus is the hero that does not care that much about using his ulti like prematurely just to see where enemies are. All right, Chris Luck.
They're under vision again. J.Storm just have to take the tower. Like, this is the opportunity to open up the map because we've seen both teams kind of struggle to inject themselves too deeply because these tier 1 mids are still standing. It makes it so hard to rotate around the jungle. And they don't even finish the tower. They don't want to commit the Phantasm here. And also, Mu has to use his Midas. Sadly, everything has been farmed.
Oh, what a play from Stinger. He picks up the Radiance from the base so that he doesn't have to use the Courier, delivers the Radiance, smokes them up. Sadly, they don't have the Global because you can just blink in, stun, use the Epi on a target with the Global and just dismantle one person.
You could also look to take this tower though. Like, the Radiance is a threat factor that J.Storm has to now consider in these fights. You haven't got any other big item just yet. Like, the Veil's been completed for a few minutes, but you haven't been able to find the biggest of kills with it. Brax does have the blink, actually. He just picked it up. There's your big initiation you need. Stinger off the mark. Thunder God's Wrath will reveal. Brax is not sure if he should go, but he should. Perfect target. Problem is, reinforcements are here for one side, and it's not J.Storm, so he'll have to back away. It's a sad feeling when you do such little damage to a silencer. But Mu, he takes it in his stride. He does take the tower down, jump in, stun out into Rubik. Life still does arrive, but there's going to actually be a con brace to protect.
Oh,
He's going to channel
big
up the epicenter for Whisper. Jumps in with the Burrow Strike through, and Mu will go down.
Yeah, Moose just killed CK with that heal.
They're going to get more. Fear. One hit from death. And the Glaives, not enough to kill him. When his curse will keep him alive, and out he gets. They're still chasing. Power shot. They missed the mark. They still can't find it. Moose is just dodging them out here. Goes towards Roche. We'll go for the TP away because they've already used all their stuns. A bit of patience and composure from Moose means he doesn't even need to forfeit the in across the Stinger.
Yeah, and in the meantime, Hector just farming. Dealt some damage on the tier 2 tower on the bottom. Will keep the pressure on mid. So far, so good looking for Beast Coast. Even with the advantage that they had at start, like, you don't really feel the presence of the Zeus. I guess they're a bit afraid to like invade the enemy jungle, try to get a kill, get interrupted by the global sound. So they need to play around it.
It feels, compared to the Zeus game we saw earlier, it's not as easy for a Zeus to find all his pickoffs as the last game. They'll pick off Rubik in the bot. Actually, that's a perfect pickoff. However, he might get in the lift long enough to get the blink away, but he can't. There's going to be a stun from Brax. Nice long range. Sets up the kill. And that's a big one for them as well. Dead for 40 seconds. They can maybe look to actually rotate around as there's no longer a pesky Rubik to shut them down. And 9 has got the Ag queued up next. But I think that's the big highlightable thing, right? Is this Zeus, he can enable his cores to get the kills with the scouting abilities of Thunder God's Wrath. But it's not like the previous game where you talked about things like the Jakiro and the Rubik that very easily set you up to finish off kills. It feels more like he's the enabler, not the one being enabled this game.
Yeah. But Zeus should get all the kills, try to steal as much as possible with either Bolt or his ulti, get himself closer to that Aghanim Scepter, then it's going to become much easier. If you compare this game to game number 1, Beast Coast against Gambit, where Zeus had all the farm in the world, every single kill. They had a great setup with Vic and the Kanka just to keep them in place, and he was getting all the kills. Like, it's a completely different situation here because you have 2 supports who can't make any kind of rotation.
Yeah, and the way that they actually can hold people in place works against you in some regards. Like, Ignis being committed for one hero doesn't feel good. Moose, if he's witness cursing someone, you can't do any damage. Definitely feels like a frustrating game for them. And also feels like a game where the longer this goes, the more it can backfire. Past a certain point, at least. I think if this goes super late, it feels more in J.Storm's favor, right? Because like a super late game CK plus Zeus is better than a Rubik Lifestealer.
Rubik is not gonna scale, and you have one of the better late game heroes in the game. That's Zeus. If we're talking about someone being 6-7 slotted, and mid Rubik is gonna fall off. Also, Sanking building into like all these utility items, and you have Slardar. That this hero is insanely good.
Oh yeah, he scales fantastically. And he might start becoming a Chris Luck here. Trying to move away. Maybe too late though. He stole the corrosive haze, but no use for it. Shackle shot won't connect onto 2. And 9, he has got the haste rune. He's going to chase through here. They see it. They drag it back. And Schofield's dead. They can do whatever they want now. The pings are coming out. They are thinking about Roshan. There it is. Go straight in. Got level 2 corrosive haze. This shouldn't take you long. However, if Brax instantly gets stunned all the time, maybe.
Mindranger gotta buy back. I think they need to defend this one.
They seem like they're out of position though. Stinger pretty far off.
It's being pinged out. They're just gonna dodge it.
Yeah, it's far too late to go now. Like, even if you don't know for sure, you assume. After all, it is a Slardar, one of the best heroes at enabling a team to take Roche. I love that he's going for things like BKB instead of maybe the temptation for someone like a Solar Crest this game. As it feels like you need to be a frontliner more than an enabler.
Yeah, he also needs to be the counter initiator where they decide to go in, follow it up with a global. He pops his BKB, then can easily reinitiate with his blink stun.
And someone who's going to have to initiate and do a lot, Chris Luck, almost has the Ags complete. It's a good game for the spam spell potential, right? You get the steals on Ignis, you think about the Lightning Bolt, you think about things like the Chaos Bolt. There's a lot of bolts.
No Usain Bolt, though.
No. And at least seem a little bit Usain Bolt in the push on the bot. No, Bloodseeker this game. It's not allowed Lacoste. Keep your cheesy pub strats out. Zeus Bloodseeker, no. At least not today. Probably not. Actually, I don't know. We've got a few Bloodseeker players in here. I can see it coming out. For the right game. I just don't think we're going to see Zeus Bloodseeker.
Well, it's still a decent combo.
That is true.
Let's see. Zeus about to hit level 18, only 200 gold away from his Aghanim Scepter. This is the item that they want for the next fight.
Most definitely. They could actually blow up anyone at that stage. You think about Phantasm being available around the same time. Even Hector could easily die before he can even do anything. I mean, that's actually one of the big scary factors is... yeah, you know, Zeus first lifesteal is great for lifesteal. But even the first Lightning Bolt, when you consider the percentage HP lost, it's in conjunction with the Lightning Bolt, like you're losing a quarter of your HP pool straight away. Against someone like a Chaos Knight, you could easily lose the rest before you can respond.
Yeah, when you're playing Zeus, you just want to be able to use your abilities multiple times before you die. Bound to ruin fight. Not gonna happen.
No, just be free going the way of Beast Coast as J.Storm was squaring up around the bot runes and will immediately smoke and look to make a play. They have got Ags completed on hour 9, so this is a perfect time to do so. They'll move up. Smoke breaks. Blink away by Schofield. Chris Luck is holding on to his blink for the moment, though, as he doesn't have it available. Now the drag back. They do get vision on Schofield. Nimbus goes down. They push it up to Moo and say, eat up. You're the carry. You need to get more amps. Look at that. Extremely close to a complete heart now. You're reaching that stage where the push starts to actually be enabled for J.Storm. Thunder God's Wrath reveals Whisper. Jump in. Stun comes out.
No dust.
Guys, this is not a pub game. Detection's important. 9 is coming, though. Whisper will Burrow Strike away just in time. The steal comes out. Actually got Splinter Blast. There's going to be a TP out attempt, but nope. They do get him. Witness Curse is used. Brax can blink in and look to stun him up, so he can't Burrow Strike away. And Chris Luck,
they found Chris Luck.
He hung around. The Nimbus snipes him out. He knew they had it as well, as they'd already used the Axe. He'll go down alongside Whisper, who will just Burrow Strike through and try for a kill on a Brax, but should die too quickly.
Double kill.
And that's a...
The greed. Is it me, or did... I felt like Chris Luck really wasn't there to do anything.
He was just toying, but in the end, he was the toy. And yeah, good Will-O-Wisp just to cut down every single tree there. Like, sometimes Keeper of the Light reminds me of a budget timber saw.
I mean, this team is pretty obsessed with timber saws, so I wouldn't be surprised if they view it in the same light. So I think
And the items are starting to pile up on J.Storm's side. You have BKB coming on the Slardar, Winter Wyvern going for Lotus Orb, which is the correct choice against the Global Silence, and they have like all the single target abilities. Even if Lifestealer goes, remove it, and let's see CK.
Schofield down. CK doesn't care about Lifestealer at all, not with that heart. And actually, Hector's the one who has to back up as a result. Dragon and Chris Luck gets caught out again. Global Silence is going to be used, but they might just right-click them down at this rate. How do you get through this Chaos Knight? Once, let alone twice. I don't think you can. Instead, turn towards Brax. Epicenter is being charged up. Looking to go in. There it is. Whisper jumps the back line. On to Zeus. On to Cottle. Brings Cottle down, but Nine's tanky enough. Slardar moves away. Winner's Curse is out to Lifestealer. Looking on the Chris Luck to get him low enough. Brings him down. Funny goes Wrap. Buyback comes out on both the Wind Ranger and the Cottle. Moo will go down once. Can you get him twice? Nine has to move away. No mana.
CK has his ulti.
Yep. Phantasm going to be popped. Jumping in. Stinger going to be dragged down and killed off or not. Tries to move away. Dragged in. Moo. Stunned up though. Should fall for the second time as no one's here to reinforce him. Turns out
They knew which one was real. They popped the Heaven's Heart.
It did indeed. I think the other thing to look at there is Nine. We kind of saw what happens in these long engagements. He ran out of mana. He had nothing left to contribute. And if you do not have your Zeus there, you just don't have the damage for these long extended fights.
Yeah, you also need to be able to TP back, but TP down, so he couldn't TP back with Boots of Travel, and Keeper of the Light died from Epicenter, so he couldn't also refill his mana. Also, once again, great initiation from Whisper, catching two in the back lines, taking out Keeper of the Light before he could get Will-O-Wisp off. Man, Stinger's playing so well.
No, I mean, Stinger's pretty on point, but Whisper is like out of this world. I think it's fair to say.
So I meant Whisper.
I was going to say, like, there's been some good global silences, but what about this Sand King, man? He's been murdering everyone. Well, he's been mainly getting murdered, but he enables the murder in return. And that's kind of thing. He finds these critical plays, because if he doesn't catch the call, like you mentioned, there's just a refill. It's a walking arcane boot for 9, and at that stage, you lose fights. Definitely on-point performance from him so far. Definitely the man of the team for Beast Coast so far today. And even more impressive when you consider how rough his start was to this first game of this series.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
All of a sudden, Beast Coast is starting to exert their control. They take control of this high ground area in J.Storm. The map is feeling smaller for them. They still haven't taken out this tier 1 bot. And sure, that tower isn't worth much, but I think the big thing to look at here, Lacoste, is the difference in building gold that has gone the way of one team compared to the other.
The thing is, they have these two supports who are really hard to initiate with, and once again, you're playing against the Global Silence, so you can't fully commit. The J.Storm is just playing what we call not to win. Playing not to win, in the end, ends up being playing to lose.
It's like the person with addiction that says just one more hit, right? It's like just one more item and I'll be ready. Schofield's ready to die. That was depressing death. But yeah, it's how it feels, right? If I have this 4-star on Cold, the game looks a lot better. If I have this Lotus Orb and this Blink on this Wyvern, it looks better. And this is the time where you have to start delivering, especially now as the Wyvern. Now that you have that Lotus Orb, you shouldn't be as concerned about the Global Silence anymore. They might look to commit here. What do you get? Reality Rift for Chris Luck. Not sure that's the way you want to play Rubik that much.
But they will fall off. Like, super late game belongs to J.Storm.
Yes. And that's the thing. The way they're itemizing as well just enables them. I feel like Lotus Orb is one of the best items in the game. Especially the way like it just functions as the game goes on. Where one big spell can decide the outcome. Oh, Linkus gets popped. Lifestealer caught out by the Winner's Curse. Might be in a little bit of trouble. Needs an actual get out plan. Doesn't have the Infest. Global Stance is going to be used to cover his escape. Drag back though moves. He's actually able to go for it, but the Lotus Orb return stuns him for just as long, but longer on the Lifestealer. The stun follow through. Burrow Strike with the Epicenter, not good enough to bring them down. K1 trying to move away, but Hector has to rage once more, has to stand and fight. Brax with BKB about to run out, but hits long enough that they bring down 2. And now the story is, can Lifestealer escape? Pushing him away from the creeps, just in case he has the Infest. He will fall. It's a triple kill for Moo. And all of a sudden, J.Storm get the fight they were waiting for.
Yeah, they were not on the same page. After that Winter's Curse, Global was popped. Sanking tried to go in, but the CK is just way too tanky. Also, shackle shots are not connecting. That's going to become a huge problem that they supports don't scale that much. Like, if you compare what Keeper of the Light brings to a team fight, same goes for Wyvern. And this Silencer, he's just going to become one
Dire's
key.
middle tower is
Like,
under
he wants to press R. That's all he wants.
Yeah, we're going to get like to the 45-minute mark and just see him sing in the fountain. And that's actually another interesting thing about the Cult or Wind Ranger matchup, right? Is Wind Ranger needs these trees, usually, not just these heroes. But in a way, you directly counter that as Fear. You just take out all the trees for Ignis, at the same time you stun up his teammates. It's a win-win.
Dire's
Yeah, everyone should get a Quelling Blade and just start chopping the trees so you can't get shot.
Jeez, a collective effort here. I mean, you got Mr. Beast trying to plant more trees, and now Lacoste is trying to condone removing more.
are scanning.
The only way to counter that is have Treant Protector with his talent.
Oh, of course. Fear, getting low on HP, not low enough. Stun, return, 2 for 2. No difference in the timing this time around. BKB, move, drags him in. And Fudgle's Wrath did get the kill on Schofield. The follow-up of one on the Whisper, who's stunned for 4 seconds. Double kill for 9. They're hunting for more. Buyback's going to come up. Maybe too late. Silence has been found. Will fall as well. And now they have to fully commit.
Another
Buyback
buyback.
and Silence Move's being chased onto before stuff to get him away. K1's link has been popped. Move. Stance's Growl doesn't have a BKB anymore. Lifesteal's just whittling away at him. They may be bailing on this poor guy. Armlet toggles, you need them. You can't get them though. Lift lasts too long. They'll blink away. That'll reset and look to move. Moose. No bash from Roche.
Oh, I think Moose should have saved him there. Had the heal
Jump
ready,
in.
had the
Rubik.
ulti.
Alright,
That's a
it
big
was an elaborate bait. They wanted Beast Coast to feel safe. K1 needs to be careful, but not that careful.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Gets rid of the Nimbus. That's his consolation prize for losing his mid. However, Brax, Whisper, he can't afford to go down. He pulled back. Brax was surprised though. He has to figure there's a reason he's standing in that pit. The reason is the Beast Coast want to get their hands on Aegis and cheese. Chaos Knight has no buyback. They think he would have committed by now. Now the Global Silence, but BKB used. Goes in, gets the kill on a Schofield. They clean up the Nimbus, but Hector has to back away as the Rage is running out. Lincoln's been popped. Brax does get the Corrosive Haze on him. Slow for the Splinter Blast, but they're not close enough now. Blink, jump in with the Barrow Strike, looking on the 9. Force off, try and get out. There's the Winner's Curse. Holding on it to keep alive the true carry, which is Zeus. We just didn't know it yet. That stops their Roche efforts.
Dire's bottom
They have a lot of
tower is
ways
under
to
attack.
kite with Wyvern heal, a double force staff actually.
And I think Beast Coast just forfeited the Roche pit.
Radiant's
I mean, you
middle
don't have
tower
the
is
global
under
silence anymore, not for 90 seconds, and the Chaos Knight is up. I'm pretty sure J.Storm just going to the pit, right?
Global silence, not ready for a minute and a half. Yeah, they can start doing it, or they can get
They're
a
playing it safe.
Have...
Stun on the 2,
Oh,
going
man,
Fun Goes
that's
Wrath,
great.
Nimbus. And now the Ignis as well, distracting Hector. The Rage is going to run out soon. They can turn around onto him. Moo does have the stun. We'll throw it out now onto Hector. He's looking for an escape target, but no infest for 20 seconds because he's being greedy with it. Now the Shackle Shot out. Moo is stunned up. Jump in again. Brax off the mark. This is where they should return to the pit quickly, as the global is going to be available in a minute.
Yeah, they need multiple Slither Crushes to actually control the fight. And Fear's job is to land a good Ignis and try to use Chakra on Slardar, so you can use it twice in a row.
Slardar might go again. If they get close enough for this Hector. Lincoln's pop. Move towards the tree lane quite boldly, actually. And move up on the high ground. He knows they have no Ignis anymore. They do have Winter's Curse, however. Move, drags him in. Rage is activated pretty early. Lincoln's going to be popped. Brax activates the BKB. He's looking to man-fight this right now. Jumps in, stun's going to go. Nimbus actually hits under the creeps. And with the BKB activated, he's going to protect himself. Now, going to use the Winter's Curse. Epicenter jump in. Way mistimed. And the BKB is going to run out for Hector soon. Moves as well, though. Jump in. Nice slithering crush out. Just trying to kite them out. But the Shackle Shot
Oh, big
beautifully on
shackle.
point. Schofield enables the kill into 2 cores of the member of J.Storm. You wanted him to deliver. He finally hits the golden Shackle Shot to enable 2 huge kills for Beast
Oh,
Coast.
Winter's
Curse was ready, but Chrysalis didn't want to commit. Killing that Keeper of the Light. I mean, if it's a kill, it's a kill. You can run to Roche Pit. It's a second cheese and Aegis.
I think they want to try and see what buybacks are on the table as they move towards the base. There it is, up on the high ground. Hector is so strong at this point.
Man, Moo does not have a buyback.
Done. On to 2. Buyback comes out from the Slardar. As you said, Moo, no buyback though. Global Silence used. Keeping the light already down. Shackle Shot on the Zeus. Schofield is starting to deliver when it really matters, but the Winter's Curse finally being used on the Slardar. Buyback came out from Colt in the meantime. Zeus is the target. A lot of damage going down. Barrow Strike. Nimbus Nope, not going to be there, but they are going to actually use the Ignis to try and buy enough time to back up and back away as Hector uses the Rage to clean it up. This is where they decide, do we go Roche or do we take buildings? They say 25 seconds until the Chaos Knight is up. This is time to hit buildings. Jump in. Fire Strike again, once more. Brax to the BKB, looking to go on a Whisper, but it's not going to be quick enough. Cold Embrace to keep 9 alive, but get him low with the use of the Infest. Force Staff to get him away, 9. One more hit needed, but they couldn't find Power Shot. No!
Nice!
They get it! They snipe him out! Schofield, on point, time and time again. Winter Skirt's going to come up, will kill off Silencer, force them to buy back of the Wind Ranger, but they're already doing the damage to your base. They'll take the town, they'll back away.
Ooh, I also think the better and safer play was to get the Roche. It's Cheese and Aegis. They're going to reinitiate. They're not done.
No, they want to go. They want to force the Zeus buyback. Little do they know, 100 gold out from having it. Hector rages up. Take the building. He still has the BKB as well. Problematic. This defensive build is so effective against this lineup. The Lincolns, the BKB, in conjunction with the Rage, just ensures he can't die.
Hector has 25 seconds of spell immunity. Rage into BKB into another Rage.
I see no problem with this, Lacoste. This is a reasonable hero. Reasonable tower taking capabilities. As they clean up the racks, they'll move away. Still 40 seconds to spare and a DD outside the Roche pit.
Oh, DD spawn.
This is one of those games where you look at the replay if you're a J.Storm member and you smash your keyboard.
There must be some kind of a code game that spawns
If
DD.
322.
Yeah, it spawns DD in front of the Roche. Like they're maybe we're just, I don't know, seeing it and
we just don't notice all the other runes. We just notice these critical moments.
All right, so that's a free Roche.
Hey, nothing in life is free. I'm pretty sure in that time Fear got us a last hit or something. There you go. The price of Roche, Aegis, and Cheese is a creep wave. I think that's a good trade. Oh, no. Screw the creep wave. They even it up by farming the Nimbus. Problems for J.Storm. 7k behind, but it feels like a lot more than that at this stage in the game. You just still have no answer for this Lifestealer. Heck, I'm at this point inclined to say grab a Moon Shard on the Slardar or something. You need some way of killing him. And you need magic, immunity, piercing abilities to do so. You can already see the Reality Rift was taken at 20 by Moo. Slow him down a bit. Waiting for that prime moment to initiate. Brax does have the stun primed. They want to try and backstab around the side. Smoke, including 2 members of J.Storm. Brax.
I like how they're recycling their abilities.
Jump in, backline, Moo, try to come around the back, BKB activates, Sanking down to half HP, the Nimbus, willing him down, stun out, Brax, they do find the kill, no chance for the Cheese, Sanking dead for 110 seconds. He bought back last time, has it in 50 seconds, Global Stun's going to be used, Chris Luck with the BKB, stun out on Delusion instead of the real one though, they're going to continue to fight with Lifesteal. The problem is, the effective HP is too high. Force stuff away, Stinger hit up for 4 seconds by the stun, the Winner's Curse to buy enough time to reset, the lift lasts too long on Brax. Will be able to drag himself away just in time. The blink forward. Chris Luck going for the kill. Looking on the move. Force stuff to get him away. He does have buyback. He doesn't want to have to expend it. K1 already down to half HP. Has to heal up off this. Nimbus going to be dropped, but the Rage is there once more. No BKB for 40 seconds. Aegis has been claimed. Chris Luck went down, but only once. Switches his Null Talisman in. He says, I have more in to work with. I am clearly superior in the brains. But now jump in. He is. He blinks away in time. Base Brax out. And now they're outside the base. Lincoln's pop. 4 seconds stun on to Hector. Once again, they just have to ignore him though. Get him low now. Lightning bolt. The damage done. Rage. Stay alive. Disarm comes out. Slardar can heal up the Cold Embrace though.
No,
they're trying to move in. Moo. He needs to find someone. Force stuff. Misses the opportunity. Blink away. Drag back. Lincoln's going to be there. Nimbus to try and slow him down, but they can't get close enough for the stun. The 4-staff gaming is in effect, and Hector looks to escape, but Brax in hot pursuit right now. Arcane Rune. This is where you stop looking at Hector. You look for someone else instead. Slivering Crush from Chris Luck to give him that stats resistance. K1 looking to turn around. Lincoln's pop, but Rage is activated. Goes in. Moo with the BKB, but he's actually healing up. Lifesteal stay alive. The bash going to come out now, but he will have the BKB afterwards to chase on through. Cold Embrace out. Brax is going to stay alive. Moo. J.Storm 2 next. Gets down to half HP. 3 seconds stun. That's enough to kill him up, but Lifesteal 4-star away.
Hector,
Won't make enough. He's going to go
God.
down. They're going to find him. Stinger has to buy back straight away. Does die. Colt already done in the meantime, and Brax running the high hills with the BKB. K1 looking to turn around, and Moose will just TP away the tree line. After all that, the Lifestealer lives. Long live the Lifestealer.
After he picked up that Arcane Rune, he just turns because he knows he's gonna...
It's like you done the math. Well, there's 24 seconds of magic immunity. Even more this time.
Yeah, also he's gonna lower the cooldown on Lincoln Sphere and Heaven's Halberd, so he wants to take a fight.
He wants to fight again. No arcane room, but it won't stop him from going in. Rage activated, Lincoln's pop. But he's taking this melee rack. Disarm onto the Slardar to ensure that he cannot stun them up. Now K1 needs to get away. BKB available again. He goes in. Brax got baited by it. He forgot about the arcane rune. He can forget about living as they'll chase through, kill him off. He does not have buyback for 2 minutes. They're ready to finish this. They say back in. More buildings to hit. There's still bot lane to deal with as well. But they'll settle for top in the meantime. Hector, what is next on the list? What does the lifesteal truly need? More attack speed. Eats the moonshot. Switches the phase boost back in. With the rage, he takes out the Nimbus, and they move for bot. They know they have no buyback. This is the ending point for Beast Coast. Can they do it, though? 9 hurts a lot. K1 needs to hit some creeps, but he can too quickly. Chris jumps in with the BKB. The stun comes out. It's only 2 seconds, though. Now the Winner's Curse gives him time to reset the Nimbus as well. Epicenter, Whisper doesn't have a target. He has to back up. BKB, move. Looking to go in now. Chris going to be punished. Only a 2-second stun in return. Global Silence to stay. He has to back away. K1 chasing him once more. Open Winds is out. Looking on a fear. They know he doesn't have buyback. They can bring him down. It's going to be golden. They'll be able to find him. He is dead. Disarm out. Chaos Knight can't fight. Winner's Curse is going to be stolen. Used against them now. 9 getting low. They should be able to finish him with a stun. It'll be good enough. Shackle shot through. Stun on the other one. This synchronicity. Beast Coast so on point. Forced the buyback out at 9. But the damage may already be done. They have no move for 110 seconds. And that is long enough for Beast Coast to make sure you have no base.
That's gonna be mega creeps for Beast Coast.
GG.
Just had to use a buyback, and they understand that this game is over, man. What a performance by Heck. Unbelievable. I want to see how many Nimbai did he kill in this game. His itemization was perfect, though. Like, getting the Lincoln Sphere so that they can't lock him down with Winter's Curse, and he blocks Slardar's ulti. After that, he got a BKB, so he was pretty much perma BKB'd. Which allowed him to siege. Like, he just goes in. I just smacked my...
Yeah, you just smacked your keyboard out of frustration because you've probably seen games like that before.
Nah, man, I'm kind of happy that they made a comeback like this. And Hector, he delivered. Also, Whisper, what a play. He was 0-5-0 at one point.
He doesn't want to talk about that, right? That's in the past. He finishes 2-8-11, which in some ways is better, in some ways is worse. But no, it's a fair point that he delivered at a critical moment in the game, despite being completely obliterated on the lane. And it just felt like Brax can do the same. It wasn't his fault. He shut down out of the gate, and you saw some of the initiations, right? Like, he's jumping on a Rubik, and even when he hits the stun, it's making like this tiny little pip dent, right? It's like one of those weird kind of gaming cartoon TV shows that are like, they just show the ultra boss fight, and you smack him with your hardest ability. It's like, you've done 2% damage. You're like, damn, I can only now beat him through the power of anime. But J.Storm did not have the power of anime. Instead,
50,000 damage on the lifestealer in that game. I mean, Zeus has more, of course. He's a Zeus. His aura, he's all...
Yeah, that's a cheating method, right?
These are not real numbers, yeah.
I mean, you know, I'm trying to think of a more appropriate thing. I mean, he's got One Punch Man as his avatar, but it wasn't all about killing people in one punch. It's just making sure that your opponents ran out of resources, and Hector delivered. I don't know if this is ban-worthy, but he made it look ban-worthy this game. Oh. One game going the way of Beast Coast. Maybe this is an argument for being warmed up. I mean, we were in the lobby, Lacoste, and they were they were spam typing go. They wanted to begin. And J.Storm, they were just sitting there stroking their cat in their leather chair going, no, we'll wait longer. Moose said the plan is to let them burn themselves out, but doesn't seem to have had an effect. Game 1.
Have you ever been thinking about, like, if the game starts 5 seconds after different runes will spawn, you're going to do something different early on that will affect the game? So if they started the game 5 seconds earlier, maybe they would have won.
You want to get on the coding side of things, me? Like, okay, so technically it's possible that the way that the in-game timer works, I mean, they must have accounted for this. But if you use a lot of standard vanilla like random code, like .randoms, they're usually based on things like time. So in theory, that could be a thing. But
yeah, but if you take in human error, like what they would have done differently, some...
Oh, you mean if they hadn't had as much time to think about things and they just rushed into the second game?
Yeah, instead of like going for a kill, you don't, and then the game develops in a different situation. you know.
Yeah, I can see that.
Well, it's too complex.
Yeah,
to
this is
talk
too
about.
deep. You don't
We
have a
need to get
psychology degree, okay?
Yes.
We're going to go
That is
for a
all.
10-minute break, and we'll get ourselves a psychology degree. I don't think it's that easy to get. We'll try. I'm sure there's an online university somewhere. And then we will return with our diploma for game number 2 between J.Storm versus Beast Coast. And judging by the first one, it should be a hell of a game.